3:10 in the afternoon. Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. And what an exciting day it is on the San Diego sports scene, and in particular here in our radio station. The big announcement about an hour ago that San Diego State's athletic department will move its broadcast properties here to the Mighty 1090. So football starts off this season, and then basketball, and finally, for all the years of all the support of, I mean, listen, no offense to anybody in town, but it would always drive me crazy. It's like, all right, we're getting out of here. We're handing off to this, but I'm going to that. And now we're going to hand off to that, and we're going to go to that.
Exactly.
Coach Steve Fisher remains in studio with us. Coach, thanks for just a couple of minutes. I know you got to get back to work. Thanks for being here.
I'm very excited to be here with you and with the announcement of the partnership with San Diego State and the Mighty 1090, and it almost, I said with Darren, it felt like we were part of the station anyway, and we did everything but have our games with you, and now our games are going to be with you, and I'm like a lot of folks in town. I've got you on my dial. Go to work, go to lunch, go home from work, and you do that with a lot of us, and so we're really looking forward to a long-term relationship with you.
Coach, 1999, you come in, and, I mean, can you believe what has really happened? You took the program over and built something just spectacular.
Well, I don't know that I would give spectacular to it, but we are pretty good, and I'm very proud of it. And over to my right is Steve Schnall, who, when I came to town, he and I made more stops at Kiwanis, coffee shops, dorms, student union to drum up any interest in San Diego State basketball, and if he didn't have a pocket full of tickets to give away, I did, just to get people to come and have an atmosphere as if it were college basketball. Right. And now you walk into that arena, and I literally get goosebumps as I watch the kids run to get those front row seats in a sold-out building that's second to none in the environment that we play in.
Mm-hmm. Coach Steve Fisher's in studio today. The announcement that the Mighty 1090 and San Diego State are in business together. We will start with Aztec football coming up this summer in August, and then we'll transition very smoothly right into basketball. And, Coach, I don't even know, where are you guys at this time on your calendar? Are you in off-season workouts right now? Are the guys still off, or where are we at?
We are finishing final exams for our players. They are really, really working hard to do that now. I think Thursday is the last scheduled day for finals. Some of them are already through. Most of them are finishing up. We're still recruiting. We got a young guy, and, NCAA rules prohibit me from saying names. We got a young guy on campus right now making an official visit. So it's a different track. On the 16th is called a dead period, where we can't have anybody on campus. We can't go off campus. Then it becomes a quiet period until July, where they can come, but we can't go. And July then heats up with recruiting in June and July camps and recruiting in July. So right now, kind of a little bit of a slower pace, but we're still working.
Well, I know there was a report in the paper the other day about this young man. I don't recall his name. He's from here in San Diego. He played college ball at Arizona, and according to the reports, he's planning on transferring here to San Diego State. Just another hometown kid that decided, I think I want to go play in what they perceive to be the big time. Then all of a sudden they get there, things don't go their way, and they're like, I just desperately want to go home. And then when they come home, they realize, why did I ever leave? San Diego State already is the big time.
It is, and your point's well taken. I can't talk specifics because we don't have the signed scholarship yet, and the NCAA prohibits you from talking until you do. But you're right on the money. Got a young homegrown product that we recruited out of high school, opted elsewhere, and said, hey, they beat us twice, 2 of the last 3 times we played them.
Right.
I'm going to go back home.
Yeah.
And so we're very much looking forward to getting him.
Well, these are exciting times. Billy Ray, we have been talking to Coach Fisher for so many years. You're right, Coach. It feels like we've been partners already. I mean, I can recall the days where we were in front of the Viejas Arena as the kids were lining up to try and get their hands on any ticket they could, and we were there. And it was like, but we're not really in business together yet. San Diego State opened the door to us all the time, carte blanche, whatever we needed, and now a true partnership. And I was just saying to Mike May, who's the athletic director, who's the sports information guy, I said, look, we got to start introducing people to these players. Can you imagine a guy like Gavin Escobar, second or third round draft choice of the Cowboys, had an almost anonymous career while at San Diego State? We need to start, and I think that's the beauty of this relationship now, is let's start turning these guys
no doubt
into the star college players that many of them are becoming.
I don't know football, but I know football players, and I watched Escobar play, and I said, he can play.
Yeah.
I pointed to my wife, Angie. I said, he can play. So I'm not surprised. I guess I'm pleasantly surprised, but I'm really not surprised. I think he got a potential to be a star in the NFL.
No doubt. I just want him to be a star while he's at San Diego State. I want to have more access to these players than we've ever had before.
And introduce them to the fans.
That's right.
Make sure the fans get to know the players.
I think, like anything, winning begets winning, and when you have success, that permeates to everybody. So I'm sure that will happen. You'll help us. You'll help us in that regard. Hopefully, we will help you also when we bring content of the games on your station, and we have to stop, and now they have to move to a different channel to hear it. Now they can keep on 24/7 listening to you guys.
That's exactly right. Hey, Coach. Going to be a great summer. I know you got a lot of recruiting to do. I know you got to get going because you got some recruiting to do this afternoon. But we're going to see you all summer, I hope, at Del Mar. Billy Ray and I are going to broadcast every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that they're open. We will be there. So you got to come by and hang out at the track a little bit this summer. You know, yeah.
I might. I do sometimes name drop to get places, but I might need either the Golden Key or one of your cards because I can't get to the places you guys get at Del Mar.
You can. It's real easy. It's real simple. We just need to get you and Rick Pitino together into the Great Friends Stables, and I think there's a really good shot at that this summer.
Well,
I'm taking a run at you, Coach.
Let's make that happen. You know me; I'm always available. The sticky wicket will be getting Pitino, who comes out here, as you know, too. Also.
Let me ask you this: if you win a national championship at San Diego State,
oh no,
would you do what Pitino did and get a tattoo?
Yeah.
Well, I would ask my wife first, but I think she probably would say yes. I don't think it would be quite as big and conspicuous, and I don't think I'd take my shirt off to show the world that I had it. But yeah, I probably would do it.
I like the idea of like one of those cool tribal bands around your arm, like an Aztec cool tribal thing. No?
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going. I might have something, where the shirt would cover it up, where you wouldn't see it too much. But I'd wear it proudly too. I hope that happens.
So do I. You've heard it. You've heard it here first now on the official home of San Diego State football and basketball. Coach Fisher, a pleasure. Thank you. I know you got to get back to work. Coach Long will join us later in the hour. Scott and BR, and we are officially underway.
San Diego Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090.